Y'all ready for this?
Hey! 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 All right. This video is pre-recorded in Indianapolis, Indiana. My name's David, and I'm here to give you the Game 1 reaction between the Indiana Pacers and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Game 1 was at Cleveland. They didn't have Darius Garland. I think the casuals didn't realize that Darius Garland was hurt. But to be fair, I don't think casuals even know who Darius Garland is. Let's get to the player stats. All right, we're gonna start with the Cavs. We're gonna start with Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell had 33 points. He was 13 of 30 shooting field goals. He was 6 for 9 at the free throw line. I'm going to get back to that in a second. He was 1 for 11 at three-pointers. Donovan Mitchell had 5 rebounds. He had 4 assists. No turnovers for Donovan Mitchell, which is a tip of my hat to you on that. No turnovers for Donovan Mitchell for all those shot attempts, 4 assists. I mean, I know when you shoot 30 times, 4 assists becomes a lot. Anyway, Donovan Mitchell, overall, he had a good game. But I'm going to get to, at the end of the video, we'll be looking at some of the key plays from the fourth quarter, and we'll see whose name pops up. Donovan Mitchell was 13 of 30. I already said that. I know. I'm just reiterating. He was shot 30 times, but he made 13 of those shots. And when you miss 10 threes, so what is that? He was, 12 of 19? He made most of his twos. He was automatic inside the paint, except for in the fourth quarter. 6 for 9 at the free throw line. So in my preview video, when we was talking about Donovan Mitchell, we had talked about how his free throw percentage was down. Donovan Mitchell shot 72% from the free throw line against the Heat in round 1. He was 6 of 9 last night. He's normally an 83% guy. Three misses, it's like 1 or 2 too many for Donovan Mitchell. I'm not trying to nitpick. I'm just saying, bro, like, he's supposed to be above 80% from the free throw line. When that's the case, when you take 9 free throw attempts, you're not allowed to miss more than 1 or 2, and we don't even want you missing any when it gets down to it. So missing 3 of his free throw attempts, not good. It wasn't terrible. It's not trash, but it's not good. We need better. You need to make all those free throws, Donovan. 1 for 11 from the three-point land. So I called this. I called that. I called it. Let me explain. In the series preview, as we was talking about in the series preview, Pacers in 6 declaration, we talked about this, how his three-point percentage, he shot like 45% from the three-point land in the round 1. The haters in the chat last night, the Pacers can't keep this high three-point percentage up. Now, I said that before game 1, that Donovan Mitchell couldn't keep the high three-point percentage up. He was hitting half of his threes in round 1. So I'm not going to hate on him for being 1 for 11 from the three-point line. You was making all your shit in the first round. You was due to have a game like this. Donovan Mitchell ain't going to be 1 for 11 the whole series. I know that, but I'm not shocked. So that's Donovan Mitchell had a good game. He should have saved that. He was gassed, I think, is what it was, because he's shooting all, he's taking all the shots, doing a lot of the work. By the fourth quarter came around, he was tired. We'll get to that. Evan Mobley had 20 points. He was 9 for 13 shooting, 2 for 5 three-pointers, 10 rebounds, 2 steals. Evan Mobley had 4 turnovers. Ouch. But he did have 23. He had 20 points. Evan Mobley did have 20 points. Very efficient scoring. Only 4 misses on 13 attempts. 3 of those misses were from the three-pointer line. So Evan Mobley was pretty efficient inside the rim. he really should have had a bigger game. I didn't feel like that. He had too many quiet moments. And when he came on, right? But Evan Mobley's a good player. He's due for a monster game probably in game 2. So yeah, he had 10 rebounds, 2 steals, and 4 turnovers. Not very good. Ty Jerome, 21 points. He was 8 for 20. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, Jerome needs to be taking 13 shot attempts, and Mobley needs to be taking 20 shot attempts. I mean, I'm not saying anything special there. That's not an outlandish take by any means. As I say that, Jerome had a pretty efficient game. I want to say he hit more. I want to say Jerome had more fourth quarter points than Mitchell did. Could be wrong. But he was 8 for 20 shooting. Jerome only had 1 3-pointer. This is odd. But he only shot 4 threes. But Jerome, he had 8 assists and 1 turnover. Very nice. Very efficient game overall. 4 for 5 from the free throw line, so he missed a free throw. DeAndre Hunter, he had 11 points, 4 for 8 shooting, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line, 2 for 2 free throws, 4 rebounds for DeAndre Hunter. Jarrett Allen, he had 12 points. He was 6 of 7 from the field goals, 6 of 7 field goals, 6 shots, 5 rebounds. So, damn, Miles Turner had more rebounds than Jarrett Allen? That can't be good. Max Strus, he had 7 points. He was 2 for 9 field goals, 2 for 8 3-point shots. He missed the free throw, 1 for 2 free throw. Max Strus had 7 rebounds, though. It says 3 assists, 2 steals, and 1 a block. Now, Max Strus, you kind of look at that, and Max Strus kind of made up for his inefficiency on the offensive. He had that big-time saving the ball hustle play when he hustled down the ball, threw the ball off of Miles Turner when Reed should have had the ball. Pacers should have got that rebound, but didn't come up with it because that was late in the game. Max Strus had a huge hustle play. And 7 rebounds for a guy like Max Strus, it's not too shabby, bro. That's pretty good. 2 assists. He had that big-time block. Max Strus had the only block for the Cavs, and it was in the fourth quarter. Very big, huge, clutch block. So Strus, he did. He didn't make his shots, but he made up for it rebounding and defense. Hustle plays. Steve Merle. Is that really Steve Merle? I don't know his first name. The guy on Wager TV's name's Steve Merle, so I'm gonna probably fuck this dude's name up the whole series. Fade Public. Okay, I'm running out of time and I'm taking too long. So Steve Merle was 2 for 5. That was his shots. All of his shots were 3-pointers. He had 4 rebounds and 4 assists, though. Merle had a good game. I mean, what else was he supposed to do? I mean, he's not out there that long. Wade and Okoro combined for 31 minutes, 1 for 6 shooting, 0 for 3 from the 3-point line. They combined for 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 points. Wade and Okoro need to have better games. They got to utilize their minutes better. They both had like 14, 15 minutes. They got to utilize the minutes they're out there. They didn't do shit combined. That's sad. So I just read over the Cavs player stats. Now I'm going to read over the Pacers player stats. Tyrese Halliburton had 22 points, 9 of 15 shooting from the field goals. He was 2 for 6 from the 3-point line. Threes, 2 for 6. He was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 13 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks, 1 turnover for Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton came up clutch, but that's what he does. It doesn't get talked about as much because he's not a volume scorer like your Brunsons and LeBron and whoever else you had, Trae Young, whoever else you got in your fourth quarter conversations. Halliburton is efficient. He doesn't take a whole lot of shots. He just takes a whole lot of clutch shots. He's a clutch performer. 22 points, 9 of 15 shooting, 2 threes, a couple free throws, 13 assists. And the steal, the 3 blocks were huge. He had, I know at least 2 of those, I think, were in the fourth quarter. Pascal Siakam had 17 points on 6 of 15 shooting. He was 2 for 5 from the 3-point line, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. These missing teeth really fuck my speech up sometimes, I tell you. Siakam had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers. So Siakam had a solid game. The player of the game was Playoff Andy. That's what I've been calling him for a minute now. Playoff Andy. Andrew Nembhard with 23 points on 7 of 10 shooting. He only took 10 shots. 7 of 10. 5 for 6. That's what it was. He hit all them damn threes. 5 for 6. His fucking 3-point market's 1.5 before the game. Like, somebody could have cashed some good money right there, boy. 4 for 4 from the free throw line, so he didn't miss any free throws. He was only missed 1 3 on 6 attempts. 7 of 10 overall. 23 points for Playoff Andy. And he had 6 assists. Playoff Andy, man. Andrew Nembhard is a bad man. Miles Turner. Miles Turner, the box score doesn't tell the whole story with Miles Turner. He was a menace on the defensive end, had a lot of clutch rebounds. Miles Turner had 13 points on 5 of 9 shooting. Miles Turner only took 3 threes, okay? It's kind of out of character for him, but it didn't matter. We didn't miss it. It's not like we missed it. Miles Turner, he only had 13 points, but he had 11 rebounds. He had an assist. He had 3 steals, 2 blocks. Miles Turner was doing it all, and he had a few turnovers, which isn't that good, but he had a great game nonetheless. Like, it's no lower than a B+. I really still want to give him an A, but those 3 turnovers didn't hit his points market. So what? Miles Turner was a fucking beast last night, bro. Yeah, that's the thing, man. These Doozy Maniacs, boy, they hit me up. Where's the video? Where's the video? I can't make no video right after a game like that, bro. I mean, I'm sure y'all would like to see it, and if I'm able to go live from YouTube one day, I could have went live in a Facebook group or something, but nah. You ever seen Stone Cold in somebody's face after he does a stunner? Aaron Nesmith had 17 points. He was 5 for 8, 4 for 6 from the 3-point line. He was hitting threes. He's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Aaron Nesmith missed a free throw. 8 rebounds, a block. So Aaron Nesmith, good game. Benedict Mathurin, he had 11 points, 4 for 10 shooting, 3 for 5, 5 rebounds. He had that big block on Hunter in the fourth quarter. That was reviewed and everything. Obi Toppin, 7 points, 3 for 6. Yeah, that 3 he had was huge. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. TJ McConnell, 7 points, 3 for 5, 1 for 1 3-point. He even hit a 3-point shot. TJ hit a 3-pointer. That had to hurt the body. 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. So McConnell, he's an energy guy. That wasn't his greatest game, but it wasn't necessarily, he didn't have I wouldn't say he had a bad game. Jarris Walker, Ben Shepherd, Thomas Bryant combined for 4 points, 2 for 5 shooting, 0 for 2 from the 3, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 2 turnovers. So you'd like to see more, but Thomas Bryant had a big bucket. So we're going to let it slide. I just ran up all this time on this first thing. I might have to make a 2-part video. Let's see what I can do here. Hold on. Yeah, I'll make this work. This is going to be a part 1 video. And then I'll make a 2-part. I'll make a second part. I don't hardly ever do that, but I'm being goofy or something. So I digress. Cut. Sorry. Now, so I'm going to move over to the team stats. I got enough time to rattle off some team stats. We got the Pacers had 15 less field goal attempts than the Cavs. So the Cavs had 15 more field goal attempts than the Pacers did. The Pacers shot 53% from field goal percentage, 53% field goal percentage for the Pacers. The Cavs had 45.9. The Cavs had 15 more field goal attempts and still lost by 9, bro. That is so funny to me. Anyway, the Pacers shot 3 less threes. Hey. The Cavs took 3 more threes than the Pacers did, but the Pacers made 10 more threes than the Cavs did. Took less threes, made 10 more than you. Y'all suck, man. The Pacers hit 52% for 3-point line. The Cavs had 23.7. 20. They didn't even. The Cavs weren't even 25% from the three, bro. Pacers making half of them. They're sick. Darius Garland. Oh, they couldn't miss a three. Hey, man. So yeah, I mean that's not sustainable. I mean we're not gonna turn the ball over 16 times either. It's a game at a time. You know, we won. The Cavs still lost. They're so mad. Pacers was 14 from 15 at the free throw line. The Cavs were 13 of 18, and 3 of those misses was on Mitchell. So Mitchell was responsible for over half of the Cavs' misses at the free throw line. The charity stripe, the Pacers were 93% and the Cavs were 72%. Despicable. Hey, that's another thing I touched on in my series preview, though. Like, we need that free throw. That's kind of free throw. We need to do that consistently. So, the 3-point percentage and the free throw percentage, they're going to come down a little bit for the Pacers, but so will the turnovers, and we'll find a way to win more games in this series. I don't doubt that for a minute. Been trying to tell y'all, man, I ain't scared of the Cavs. Y'all just saw why I'm not scared of the Cavs, bro. I can understand that this series is not over. I understand it's one game, but you see why I'm not scared of the Cavs, bro. There was 43 total rebounds for each team, bro. Each team had 43 rebounds total, bro. So, whatever. Catch part 2 of the video. Real ones, check it out.